Hello and welcome fellow paranormalers to this video. Today's subject is going to be about communicating with spirits or trying to communicate with spirits, possibly because you can't get through to them, but also talking about reincarnation. Now, I don't know whether you really believe in reincarnation or not, and to be honest with you, it doesn't really matter. But this is sort of food for thought, really, for people who are trying to contact someone. It's something that I haven't actually seen being discussed before on anybody's channel or forum or such like, unless people are just making an assumption. But anyway, I see a lot of people using all sorts of methods, whether it's a crystal ball, whether it's candles, whether it's, incense smoke, whether you're using a radio, whether you're using a TV, whether you're using the wind, whether you're using the grass, it doesn't really matter, whatever it is, whatever method you use, Ouija board, whatever method it is that you feel comfortable using to communicate with spirits. I see a lot of people trying to ask for certain spirits to come forward, and they don't always come forward. I've experienced exactly the same thing. Now, I've already done a video about possible reasons why sometimes spirits won't come forward, and I gave the example of the experiences I've had actually trying to contact my own mother, and why I think maybe she's not coming forward. But it's maybe worth bearing this in mind. If you believe in reincarnation, as I very much do, and so do an awful lot of other people who are either involved in paranormal or occult or whatever it is. I mean, I've come across absolutely devout Christians who believe in reincarnation. So, I think there's a belief in most of us that at some point in our lives, we kind of know it ourselves anyway, or if you do some form of regression or anything along those past lives, you tend to find out that you've actually lived before, and that your present state, your personal, your sort of current physical body is actually a lot, or your spirit is a lot older than your current physical body. That's what I'm trying to say. So food for thought is people that you're trying to contact, it is likely that they've already reincarnated. So you won't necessarily be able to actually contact them from the spirit world. Now, I don't know whether that actually makes sense to anyone. From what we understand, spirits are an energy force of some sort. They're something that exists. We can't feel it, or sometimes we can feel them, but it's an energy that's out there on a different plane, a different vibration, whatever it is you want to perceive them as. They choose to be there, or they choose to reincarnate. If you're trying to actually contact someone and they're not coming through, it is actually worth bearing in mind that it is possible that their spirit has reincarnated already into another physical form, whatever that might be. So I would advise that you try and ask your guide, your guardian, or possibly another spirit, to find out whether that, the spirit that you're trying to communicate with, or you're trying to bring forward, has actually sort of departed the spirit world back into the physical plane again. Just a thought, really. I do see a lot of people getting quite frustrated on forums and on YouTube, for instance. They get quite frustrated where for years they've been trying to contact their loved ones, and they can't. They either think that they haven't come forward, or some people think that they've gone, and it is possible that they've actually gone to a higher plane, or they've gone somewhere else, they've gone to heaven, or wherever wherever it is people perceive them to have gone. That's also possible. I mean, this is all, we don't really absolutely categorically know what happens, but I thought I would just make this short video to throw a thought out there about the theory of or not the theory, but the concept of reincarnation, and trying to communicate with or trying to bring forward and communicate with someone that appears not to want to communicate with you. So just bear that in mind, dig a little bit deeper, ask questions of, if you have a guide or somebody that comes forward for you all the time, ask them if they can actually find out for you whether that spirit is actually still around or not. Again, going back to another previous video, that comes down to actual trust and building a relationship with a spirit that, over a period of time to get that kind of information. But anyway, if you have any feedback or any comments, I always welcome feedback and comments. That's exactly how we learn and experience things. So please do so. Leave comments down below and share the video if you think this is useful. Okay, thank you very much for watching.